Hello everyone and welcome to another Unit Forward moving picture. My name is Alex from unitforward.com and today I'm going to take a look at these. These are the Forces decks or card packs for Dust Warfare that just recently came out as of the recording of this video. So these are available now pretty much everywhere and also from the GF9 online store. And basically they're cards for Dust Warfare because as anyone who's ever played Dust Warfare will tell you, playing with cards makes the gameplay a lot faster, a lot smoother, and a lot easier as well when you don't have to keep referencing things in the rulebook all the time. Now before I go on, I should say a big thanks to Rodney Smith of Watch It Played fame. Go and check out his channel, youtube.com/watchitplayed. He originally designed the first Dust Warfare cards, which look like this. These are the cards that pretty much everyone has been using up until now, and some people will probably continue to use. Rodney designed the template for these cards, and then the community helped out with filling out stats for each unit and putting them up on the web. And these cards are great. They'll still be around despite the availability of official cards. But the thing is, with these cards, you have to find the right place to get them from. You can't go and buy them in a store, for example. You have to go online, find the drop box where they live, and then download and print them out. Which, especially for newer players, might seem like a bit of a muchness or something. So it's great that we now have official cards that you can buy in the store, open in the store, and start playing with there and then in the store. But Rodney's cards pretty much led to these official cards. It's pretty much like a direct lineage, and these cards showed that there is a demand for official cards. So big thanks to Rodney. I've said thanks to him loads of times over the last couple of years for making these cards, because they really are pretty awesome. And they're also a larger format as well, so some people might prefer the bigger cards. Who knows? This is printed on photo paper, by the way, which I found is kind of the best way to get these cards printed out. But yeah, these are the community cards, and they led pretty much directly to these cards by showing that there is a demand for official cards. So let's get stuck into these card packs. So let's take a look around the box first. As you can see, picture of a zombie, Axis Forces deck, logo, Dust Warfare. On the side you've got a Dust Warfare logo, not a Dust Miniatures logo or a Dust Tactics logo, because these are only for Warfare. Logo, blah blah blah. Same thing on the other side, and on this side it tells you a bit about Dust. And produced by Battlefront Miniatures, dust-tactics.com, even though these are Warfare cards. I prefer they use worldofdust.net, but hey, that's how Battlefront's doing it these days. And it says the deck contains 90 full color cards for every Axis model in this pack, available for Dust Warfare, released before January 2014. So that's Wave 1 through to Wave 8. Everything released between 2010, when Dust Tactics first came out, up until Operation Achilles. Every unit has been catered for, and then some. So yeah, let's go ahead and open these boxes. Let's open the Axis deck first, because I play Axis, and yeah. So I'm going to open the Axis deck first and see what's inside. Okay, so we've got these cards opened and ready to look at. First, I'm actually going to go to the back of the deck. As you can see, there are a lot of cards that you get. But every pack has 4 cards in particular. Whoop, the cards are going everywhere. These cards are the command card, and this card shows you basically abilities that every command squad has one or more of. So you've got Artillery Strike, Command Squad, and Radio Man on this side. And on this side you've got Mechanic and Medic. So yeah, every command squad has those. So this is another cool little quick reference that you can use during the game if you've forgotten what Artillery Strike does or Radio Man does. Quickly look it up and get back to playing. You've also got an aircraft damage table, which is the same one as in Operations Verograd and Operation Icarus, if my memory is serving me correctly. So when an aircraft gets damaged, something might happen to it. So you roll on this table to see what happens, or something might not happen, no additional effect if you roll blanks. And the vehicle damage table, which is the same one from the core rulebook. If a vehicle is damaged, then something might happen to it. It might catch fire or something might blow up. So you roll on this table to see what happens. And a bunker damage table from Operation Achilles. So yeah, same kind of thing. Bunker is damaged, then you roll on this table and see if anything happens to the bunker. So yep, you get these 4 cards in each pack. They're all the same apart from the colours and the logo on the card. Now let's take a look. If I grab my cards, let's take a look at these Axis cards quickly. As you can see, you get multiples of some cards. So there's 3 Wotan cards here, probably because Wotan is a popular unit. Totemeister, you get 1 of each hero card because you can only field 1 of each hero in in any given army. So that makes sense. Sturmprinz, and so on and so forth. Going through the cards, Sturmaf. So they're an Achilles unit, so you can see it goes through to Operation Achilles. Stefan, Sniper, Sigurd von Thaler, Schützenpanzerwagen. Now, this isn't a like an FLGS release, so to speak. This is actually a DUS 48 model. But these cards, these card packs let you play with DUS 48 models. So if you bought them direct from DUS Studio, you can field them legally in a tournament because, yeah, they have cards. So as you can see, it's got all the abilities for the Schützenpanzerwagen on this side, and then on the other side, you've got what the back of each of these cards looks like, which shows their movement. So 6 inches of movement. It's a vehicle 2, and it has 4 wounds, and then it shows how it shoots against soldiers, vehicles, and aircraft. And also there are damage little spaces where you can mark damage on the back of the card, because these cards are laminated. They're shiny, so you can mark damage directly on the cards with a dry erase marker, or if you want, you can sleeve them up and use dice or tokens. It's up to you how you want to do that. If you want to write on your cards or not. So you see, you've got Rican Grenadiers, Prinz Lothar, Panzer Prinz, Otto is another DUS 48 model, Nordwind, that's another DUS 48 model, Marcus, Manfred, Lothar, Ludwig, and so on and so forth, all the way SSU the Axis. Laser Grenadiers, Lara, Königsluthor, and so on and so forth. I'll flick through all these cards quickly so you can see, what's inside. Heilig Tod, Heavy Laser Grenadiers, one of my favourite units in the entire game. Hauptmann Klaus von Richthofen. Hans, who always gets the best paint jobs. Hans always gets great paint jobs. Grenadier X, Sigurd von Thaler, the new Sigurd von Thaler from Operation Achilles. Bunkers and strong points. Festung mit 2 Laserkanone aus 47. So yeah, you get lots and lots and lots and lots of cards, even aircraft cards as well, of course, because they're all part of the game. Flammluthar, der Blitz, der Adler, Bergerluther, which is another DUS 48 model. Brain Eaters, Back to Team, Battle Grenadiers, Axis, Zombies, Axis Guerrillas, and Angela. So yeah, that's what the Axis cards look like. Let's go on to the Allies cards. Okay, so these are the cards for the Allies. So as you can see, you get Rhino, the Chef, really underrated hero. The Chef, he's my favourite Allies hero. Rosie, Red Devils, Recon Mickey, another DUS 48 model, Rattler, and so on and so forth. Punisher and Pounder. And some of these cards are actually kind of stuck together because of the lamination, so you might have to separate them a bit. Mobile HQ, Mickey ARV, another DUS 48 model. The Mickey, the M47 Field Phaser, so more strong point type cards. Long Tom 2, Legio Patria Nostra. The Leathernecks, Johnny One Eye, Hot Dog. Going on, Honey, Hellboys, Grim Reapers. Oh my gosh, Grim Reapers, like an Allied staple. Really, really good unit. Devil Dogs, Death Dealers, Crack Shots, the Snipers, Corps Officers, Cobra, Attack. Cobra, Bulldog, Black Hawk, Bellowing Berties, Into Aircraft, Barbecue Squad, Lieutenant Colonel Joseph Brown, to give him his full name. The new Epic Joe, Bazooka Joe 2.0, and you get Little Joe as well, Bazooka Joe, Original Joe. Barking Dog, Strong Point, Bunker, Action Jackson, 13 Foxtrot, The Boss, Tank Busters, Steel Rain, Sky Sweeper, Sergeant Victory, Wildfire, the Six Shooter is a Priest, some cards fell off, the Hammers, the Gunners, the Choppers, and so on. And of course you get the allied versions of the the 4 cards, the command card and the damage tables. So, well, these cards are going everywhere. And let's show you the back of a card. Actually, this is interesting actually, because let's show you the back of a strong point card, because they're kind of different. So here you can see the strong point card, because the strong point doesn't have kind of shooting as such unless you put a weapon inside it. So you've got all the damage on this side of the card, and it shows you the stats up there. Of course, it doesn't move. If it could move, it would be awesome, but it can't move. It's classed as a vehicle 5, and it has 15 wounds, which are all listed down here. And it tells you like the abilities of the strong point on this side of the card. And on this side of the card, it has even more abilities. How to attack a strong point, destroy strong points, attacking the occupants of a strong point, because you can attack units that are inside the strong point. Whereas this is the back of the Recon Mickey. So here you've got stats for the Recon, 4 wounds, 644, and it shows you all the stats on the back of that. Okay, so I think we should go on to the let's go on to the SSU now, I think. Okay, so these are some SSU cards, the cards you get in the SSU pack, as usual, lots of cards. So you get the Walker Transport, Red Rain, Yakov, Winter Child, Walker Transport, lots and lots of tanks. You get the Commissars as well, the Trylyovsky, the Sumarokov, Medvedy Command Squad, the Karamzin, the Fonvizin. Also you get a card for the Commissars all together as one squad, so you can play them, you can use them to join together other squads, or you can of course play them as their own squad in themselves. The Dejavin, the Striker, really good unit, the Striker, oh my gosh, it's my nemesis when playing against the SSU. Striker, Strong Point, Tesla Model, of course, as a strong point with weapons, as a bunker. Silent Death, another really good unit from Achilles. Red Yana, Red Tornado, Red Thunder, Red Storm, Red Lightning. There's a lot of red with the SSU, as you'd expect. Red Fury, Red Command. Okhniki, another good squad. Nina, Nikolai, Nikita, Natasha. So lots of walkers. Nadia, Nabriatel, Mikhail, Melo, Matryoshka. Lots and lots of cards. More tanks, more walkers, more tanks. Laventy Beria, Koshka, Karl Marx, Netzi, Heavy Red Command, Hailstorm, and so on and so forth. Frontoviki, Fakieli, another really good SSU unit, one of the staples of any SSU squad, or SSU army. Death Rain, Chinese volunteers, who you can't field, as far as I can remember, you can't field them without fielding the chopper that they come with, if I remember correctly. I don't play SSU, so as far as I can remember, that's how they work. But they do have a card because they're a unit in for the SSU in the game. Babushka, Airborne Transport, Air Blaster, and of course the 4 cards from the other packs, but in SSU colours and logo. So yeah, that's a look at the SSU cards. So yeah, let's go on to some final thoughts and stuff. Okay, so here are the cards, nicely laid out, kind of, sort of. I do like these cards. They're nice, thick cardstock, as you can see on this rosy card, and also a good example of the amount of information you can put on the back of these cards. Some cards have even more information than this. They're nice, good, thick cardstock. They're laminated like the like the Dust Tactics cards, so you can write on the card or you can sleeve them up. They are CCG size, so any kind of sleeves for Magic, Pokemon, any card sleeves like that will fit these cards. And I'm actually going to do a video on card sleeves pretty soon as well. You can write on the cards, or you can put them in a sleeve and use dice or tokens to indicate damage for the units. Although obviously I recommend you use clear sleeves instead of color backs, because you've got information on one side of the card and on the other side as well. The thing I don't like about these cards is the distribution of units within each pack. Some units don't have enough cards, I don't think, for that unit, whereas some units have maybe too many cards. Like for example, the Herman has 2 cards, and barely anyone plays the Herman. At least I haven't seen anyone really say they play the Herman, let alone 2 of them. But whereas something like you know, the Grim Reapers has only one card, which, you know, and can't talk today. The Grim Reapers are a staple unit for the allies, so they should have, you know, maybe 2, maybe even 3 cards for the Grim Reapers in that pack. And the same kind of thing goes for the Fikeli as well. They're a staple SSU unit, but they only have 1 card in their pack. So I think the distribution is skewed a bit too much towards walkers and maybe aircraft too, when infantry are like, you know, the kind of the base of Dust Warfare. You know, it's an infantry game with, you know, vehicles and aircraft in support. But I don't think it's too much of a problem. I mean, the card packs are cheap enough that you can buy 2 for your faction if you need to. If you really want to have 1 card for each, you know, each unit that you have in your army. And of course, you can always indicate damage on the actual models themselves instead of on the cards, like we've been doing pretty much all this time. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's a little niggle, and I would have liked to see how, you know, I would have liked to see a slightly better distribution of cards in the packs. But overall, you know, I would recommend these cards. They're, you know, they should be available at your local game store. If not, ask the store to order them from Battlefront. You can get them directly from gf9.com as well. And yeah, I mean, they make playing Dust Warfare a lot easier and a lot faster as well. And yeah, so yeah, I think that's about it for this video. As usual, if you like it, then please hit like. If you disliked it, hit dislike. And if you want to subscribe, please do so, because that will, you know, make sure that YouTube puts the next video on this channel that comes out on this channel up on your subscription list when it, you know, when it's out. And I'm also going to start a series as well with these cards. That should be starting pretty soon. Basically based around making armies and using these cards to help me, you know, show off different armies, different unit combinations with these cards. So look out for that in the near future. Okay, I think that's about it for this video. Until the next one, see ya!